time to actually start dating. Who does not want to be treated nice when a man is able to provide, like, financially? They started coming and I was like, ooh, Sister Debbie, I've been looking at you, the way you worship and praise the Lord. Oh, Shakaba. Deborah that enjoys life, you get. Oh, yeah. We know he's able. We have to trust the character of God, since we work together for the good of those that love him. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome. Today's video, I'm going to be getting ready to go out. I actually have less than 30 minutes to get ready. I have to be where I have to be by 3:30 and it's 3 o'clock, and I don't know why I decided to film a YouTube video when I have just 30 minutes to get ready, but I just wanted to do a chit chat with you guys, a life update and all of that whilst I get ready. I've seen this concept a lot on the YouTubers that I love to watch, and I really wanted to do this thing because I feel like it's a way for us to connect. So let's get into that. I would not be naming any products or giving any in-depth tutorial on how to do your makeup. If you want a tutorial, I have lots of them on my channel, so you can go and check them out. As you guys know, I'm done with exams, so it's the summer holiday. For now, I do not have plans for the summer because it's dependent on a whole lot of things that I can't talk about right now. But I'm trying to get a job though. I'm trying to get a summer job. I've been, oh my god, that reminds me, I've been trying to make my CV and make a portfolio for it. And guys, you didn't tell us that it was the ghetto out here. Making a CV, just that whole process of job application, it is so stressful and draining. At the point where I feel I have all the documents I need to apply, I have it ready, I'll go back to the site and see oh, I didn't do this, I didn't do that. This is such a new world for me. It's so different from applying for school and stuff. So I really have to seek for help from people who have done this before, because it is not even a joke. And I just pray I get the job. Honestly, it's a remote job, so I would not have to be going anywhere, which is what I want, and I pray that works out. So for now, that is my plan for the summer. I would like to travel maybe in July or August, but we will see how that goes, and you guys will definitely know if I end up traveling, because we are going to be vlogging it. I've not traveled with you guys since I started this channel, and I feel like you guys have not met Deborah that enjoys life, you get. You guys know the chill Debbie, home vlog, study, school, but that's just one side of me. There's the other side of me that likes to enjoy and live it out. So you guys will probably see that in the vlogs that I will be posting this summer. Hopefully I do end up traveling. Where I'll be traveling to, I can't say just yet, but stay tuned for that because it's going to be interesting. I promise you that it's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I've already started planning some things. I just need the money to roll in, and then we would, yeah, the plan will be executed, if you know what I mean. I'm trying to do a very light beat, simple beat. I'm not trying to do a no makeup look, but I'm trying to do a light beat. I'm not sure what look I'm trying to go for yet, but we would see. I just go with the flow, and I've kind of mastered my face, so that is an advantage. So that is that for, I guess, the summer plans. If you know the famous American influencer Monet, yeah, there's this thing. I think by the time I post this video, it would have been old news, but anyway, I want to talk about it because it struck a conversation in my head, and I'm okay, let's talk about it. So that's what we're going to do. It was about, I think her man was saying something along the lines of being a provider as a man and the pressure that it comes with, and how being a provider isn't only about like financial provision, like there's also emotional and all of that other stuff. And people were coming for him and for her, and calling her like, oh, so you're doing a 50-50 relationship, because he said more than what I just said though. But basically I think what he was saying was kind of insinuating that he doesn't, like, he isn't like covering all the bills in the relationship or something like that. We were like, oh my god, like how will a woman like you, like, that is getting her bag, all of that, a woman of your caliber, you're accepting a man that, like, that's kind of like, give you the quote unquote princess treatment. And we're kind of insinuating like, oh, she settled for less and she should get a man that can, basically, a man that can take care of her because she's settling. So it got me thinking. Obviously, we do not know these people. We do not know what really happens in their relationship. But is it only when a man is able to provide, like, financially, that then he becomes the man, the dream man, like then you are not settling? Because I don't agree with that mentality. I feel like even with being with a well-to-do man, you can be settling, because some of these rich men are like the worst type of people to be with. Like, I don't know if it's just me, especially for someone like Monet. Like, let's use her for example, since this matter concerns her. Especially for someone like her that has made the type of life that she has made for herself, she's well off and all of that. I don't know. The way I see it is that allows you to be able to pick a partner based on like characteristics that actually matter and not just financial, because that financial part you have it covered. Like, you can fend for yourself financially. So when you're trying to pick a partner, your goal, like your major concern, is no longer their like financial status. And for me, I feel like that's one of the reasons why I really want to, do well in life for myself, because I do not want to make such like, deep life changing decision based off of like someone's financial capacity. Or like, because let's not even front, it is important. Like, who does not want to be treated nice and all of that? It is an important like part of a relationship. I think most of the time we tend to look for what we lack in the people that like that we get relationships with. So most of the time you'll be hyper focused on what the person has financially, if you do not have it, or if you can't do those things for yourself. But I feel like when you get to the point that you can do those things for yourself, like, you are able to now like pick somebody independent of that, because regardless you can give yourself the life that you want. You get? So I feel like people like roaring and like saying, oh, she's settling for less and whatnot, is just pointless, because she can do those things for herself. So why then should she like base her choice of a lifetime partner off of how, what, like, off of his financial status? This man in question isn't like broke or anything. He's doing well, but I guess because he's not covering every bill, then maybe he's less of a man. And I also have a problem with when we as women make these rich men feel like they are like the best part of the best part of sliced bread, just because they have money, and then we relieve them of the responsibility of actually being a man and doing the things that a man or a partner should be doing for you, like the other important stuff. And when they don't have these characteristics like kindness, like faithfulness and all of these things, we just like overlook it because they have money, and allows them to do the nonsense that they do. Saying all that to say, let us like not be hyper fixated on like the financial status of a man when we're picking a relationship. Like, of course, you're allowed to want a man who is well to do, who can take care of you, like, who, nobody who wants to suffer, please, not me. Like, all of that. But above all of that, there are other things that actually matter more, like his relationship with God. Like, is he kind? Like, is he faithful? Like, is he generous? Is he going to be a good father to your children? Like these other things should take like precedence when like we are trying to pick someone as a partner rather than looking for like a sponsor, like for for lack of better words, basically a sponsor. That's just my 2 cents on that topic. What do you guys think, like, as an adult, a Christian adult? I need to add that because it's important. How do you guys know, like, oh, it's time to actually start dating? Like, when do you know, like, at what point do you get to that you feel like, oh, I think I should start dating? Because I remember I was telling my friend, I think it was earlier in the year, like when this year started, I was like, I think I am ready to start dating. And then the dates started coming, and I was like, ooh, ooh, jump scare. I was like, oh, what's happening here? I don't know what it is, but how do you know you're ready? Because it's something I keep questioning. I'm like, oh, am I ready? Am I ready? But like, what does it even mean to be ready? Do you get, like, what does it mean to be ready? Because if being ready means like, oh, you want to be getting a relationship to marry, I don't know. God might have his plans, but I don't see myself like getting married like soon, like maybe the next few years. So is there any point in dating? But at the same time, like, is it you wait like a year to when you want to get married to start dating? Like, adult problems. Or maybe because I take dating quite seriously and I don't see it as like, oh, let's date for fun, or let's see what happens. Like, yeah, let's see what happens, but like also like we have intentions, and those intentions should be married, because as Christians, like that is why we should be engaging in like any romantic relationship. So it's like, is it like when you know you want to get married, then you start dating, or what? Like, how does it work? You guys should tell me in the comment section, because I don't know at this point. I don't know. What do people in Christian relationships do? Like, I want to know. Like, do we just like talk, get to know each other, then read the Bible, pray, all of that? I get that, but after that, because I remember because we're just dealing with, like, last Sunday, we're dealing with lost in church, and my pastor was talking about like flirting, and no, he was talking about it was about trying to seduce somebody or something like that, and it all got me thinking, like, what's the difference between like trying to seduce somebody and flirting with somebody, you guys? Because from what he was describing, sounded like flirting to me, but he was describing it and naming it trying to seduce somebody. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there a difference? And as Christians, should we be flirting? You guys, as Christians, are we supposed to flirt? Is it a problem? But also, like, if you sounds so weird, but how do you make known that you are interested in somebody romantically? Because like if you don't flirt with the person, how else? Like, how does the person know that you're interested in them romantically, if that makes sense? Or do you just come up to them and be like, you know what, sister Debbie, I've been looking at you, the way you worship and praise the Lord. Oh, shakaba. I swear I'm not trying to make mockery of us. I'm really curious. Like, the way you worship the Lord, like, it's just so, inspirational, and it's just so like, oh, what a woman of God. So I would really like to know you, like, to really know you. Is that how it's done, guys? Let me know. Because I don't know. But yeah, these are the issues. Anyway, let's talk about more serious matters. Damn, guys, I'm crying. I tried to put like eyeliner, and I'm crying. Can we talk about how hard it is to like hold on to like your trust in God? Like, I feel like when it comes to, like, we say trust God, and like, yes, you really do have to trust God. That's one thing I am learning. But I don't know if nobody ever talks about how difficult it is to trust God in the situation. Like I feel like 9 out of 10, like it's easier like when the situation is over to be like, oh, thank God I trusted He, because now I see why He wanted it this way. But in the situation where you can like sit down and see that whole thing in retrospect, like you are only seeing the present, and the present might look so messy. It's like it's hard to believe that God is in this mess, but you still kind of have to hold on to your belief, and like you have to, it's almost like a mental exercise honestly, and like you have to constantly remind yourself that like God is in this mess. And I feel like sometimes like it's not just doubting him, because we know he's able, but for some reason it's like, in my situation would he? Yes, I exactly, oh yes, because I think for me most of the time when I like struggle with like doubt and stuff, it's never really like doubting God's capacity to do something or not do something. Like I don't want to show me die. Like I know that he's very capable of doing like everything literally. I know that for a fact. For me, where the devil plays with me, and like his reign is over. Like he's not, God has delivered me from this by his grace. But it's like, would he do it for me? Do you get? He did it for A, he did it for B, he did it for Elijah, he did it for Moses, he did it for. But would he do it for me? So I think most of the time that's where, at least for me, that's where my doubt is rooted, and where it stems from, is believing that he's a good enough father to do for me, to do that which he has done for others, or that which I'm believing him for, like to do for me. And I think like it's so, it sounds very like mundane, and it sounds very Debbie, we all know he's a good father. But for me lately I have found that I have to like constantly like remind myself that he is a good father, because I have a father, like an earthly father, who is a good father. And just knowing that there are certain things that are happening, that my earthly father, I know what he will do in certain situations, and like certain things can happen, and I just trust that because I know him and I know that he's a good father. Like I do not have any doubt whatsoever in him. Do you get? So I think I have to trust the character of God, and like trust in his goodness and like in his faithfulness, and not just as like a general saying like, oh, God is faithful. Like trust in his faithfulness for my life. And I think it's very important for us to constantly remind ourselves of all that God has done for us. Like I was thinking the other day, and I was just saying how a few years ago like, no, let's not go too far. Last year I was praying for the masters that I'm currently doing, and I'm doing it now. And it's almost like after I have one, I just say, oh, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. And that was it, like it's a wrap. But the continuous appreciation and reverence for his work in my life, like it's not there. And that is what like makes us like lose sight of his goodness, because then we are like just on to the next, on to the next, on to the next, and we are not remembering like just yesterday he showed you his hand. Like for me this past like months, or yeah, this past month, like God had just been showing me his hand like so evidently. And it's like I can't, like I was into, I think it was a pastor in someone's like, at this point, like it's not that you don't know, you are just choosing now to doubt, because I know, like I've seen, tasted his goodness and all of that stuff. So it's like I just have to keep reminding myself of his goodness, and like yeah, what he has done is a good place. Like what he has done in your life is a good place to start. But just for the sake of who he is, his nature. Like there's no bad, there's no negative. Like he's not a malicious God. Like he's a good God that cares about us. Like the Bible tells us that we do not have a high priest that like does not like understand our plight. Do you get, like he's not so far, like the deity we serve is not so far from our reality. Like he has lived this life and he has, like he came to earth. So we should, like when we are going through whatever we're going through, like we should not think that God does not know or understand, oh, how hot we are, or how bad it hurts, or whatever the situation might be. He knows. And like we should not be overly fixated on like the whys. Like okay, he knows, then why? Like we can ask the why, but like to not be overly fixated. Like sometimes we try so hard to understand God, like, but you guys is God. How our brain even take what it requires to really understand God, like to understand his reasoning for certain things. We just really have to believe that all things will work together for the good of those that love him. And like if we call ourselves those that love him, then all things will work together for our good. Anyway, that was my quick sermon. I don't know where that came from. My friend just called me, and yeah, I need to hurry up and get going because it's already 3:30. You guys see, I did all of this in 30 minutes, and I could have done it in less if I was not like busy chatting with you guys. So practice makes perfect, I guess. And it's just a simple look. Like the only thing that's even making it like look complicated is the eyeliner. But apart from that, it's just a regular day. If you guys see my table right now, it's giving jump scare. I will be back when to show you guys like the final look. Blend this in. Guys, I'm ready to go. And also I'm struggling with picking a bag, guys. This is perfume. You have to smell as delicious as you look, because why not? Did this makeup not eat? This is no foundation. God damn. This makeup ate though. I'm thinking for the bag, should I go with this? This is why I don't like wearing this dress. I always have an issue picking a bag. I had like 3 other options of what I was going to wear. I'll put them here and here, but I ended up picking this one because I wanted something like very casual, like something that I'll be comfortable in. And I feel like this is very casual and comfortable and it's very weather appropriate. However, the bag to style it with is always a problem. Should I go with this? I'm going to be putting on white sandals, like shoe. So I don't know, would this like clash? Let me try my white bag. I can go with this since I'm wearing a white sandal. I feel like it's too, like, I don't know, I'm beginning to not like this bag. It's giving like very casual. I don't know, it's giving like it's just a strap bag. You get, it's not going with the dress. The dress is a bit dressy. Just might go with this. What do you guys think? This, I like this. I like this bag, sorry. We're gonna do this. So what are we packing in our bag? All of our lip stuff, and then a powder brush, and I need my face powder as well. The face powder is inside. What else do I need? My purse. My friend will be here any moment now, and I said I was ready. Well, I'm ready though. Am I not ready? Ready is very subjective. I think we are good to go. This is accessory done. Bag check. How do we feel about it? Once you guys see the full length of the dress, I don't think you guys can see, but like a midi dress, and it is very flattering. I think I need to brush this hair. Yeah, I need to brush this hair. The actual finished look. Let's take this chair. This is the actual finished look. I did like this bow thingy with the hair, and it's so cute. Well, at least I think it's cute. Anyway, we've come to the end of this video. Tell me if you like videos like this, chit chats, and I'll keep them coming because they are like way easier to film. And I love you guys, and thank you for sticking around. Bye. Maybe I'm telling myself that there ain't nothing that